I'm Tyra Borstmayer, and my agency is Neal Demmans, who's an athletic therapist and an independent contractor.
My supervisor, Neal, is an athletic therapist for the AAA Midget Blazers in Saskatoon. And since January, I've been with them. I went to home games and a few away games, and I helped Neal run out the dryland training sessions about once or two times a week. When I was in these dryland training sessions, helping, giving them exercises to do and stuff, I realized how many of these players were lacking with mobility and strength exercises. They also relied heavily on Neal whenever they were injured to provide treatment. However, whenever they were by themselves, they would just forget about it. So in the end, it was not very productive.
So I wanted to create a movement, analysis, and exercise guide for the AAA Blazers, which is a two-part guide to educate the players. I began by creating an introduction to give them a little bit more of an overview how to use this guide. The first part is about what muscle groups are most essential to perform the basic hockey movements. I divided them up into forward, defense, and goalie positions. I took the common movements and broke them down into what muscles produce that movement so that I was able to produce the second part of the guide. Part 2 is an exercise guide that is first broken down into each muscle that produces the most common movements, and each of them then have 3 to 6 strengthening exercises indicated in the blue charts and 3 to 6 additional mobility exercises which are indicated in the orange charts. The table of contents at the beginning of the guide is an easy access to every muscle group.
Since I have finished the document, I emailed it to the coaches and Neal so that they're able to share it to the players, or else they can just have it on their phones if you have it on a file on your Apple phone or your Samsung phone, so they'll be able to have it right in their handheld.
My goal is that by providing exercises and stretches accessible for the players, that it will ease the load on Neal so that they can actually help themselves when they are injured.
That project that Tyra made is going to help my business because a lot of our athletes have common injuries. Nothing's quite the same, but it can be treated similar. And to be honest with you, I'll show them exercises until I'm blue in the face, and they will not remember how to do them correctly, or even what they are. So for them to have a program or a sheet to look off of that has the exact exercises that I can take out, circle, highlight, do this one, and this one for this condition, they'll be able to, it'll benefit them significantly.
Now that I have created this exercise log, I have a wide variety of exercises and stretches that I can pick and choose if I'm ever making programs for team. And if I ever worked with a hockey team as well, I'd be able to give this to them and actually explain to them and also well educate them on the sport. It will make it a lot easier on myself and on them.